Hey, welcome back to Snapbolt Games. My name is Max, and I'm here with a modern league, and I'm going to be playing this crazy mono green Tron deck today. I'll get into this deck list and why I'm playing all these cards that I am. But first, let me real quick shout out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/snapbolt. Go there, check out the channel. There's a lot of Pauper content on there. There's some modern content. There's vintage cube drafts. There's some old legacy content. So there's something for everyone. So go check it out. And again, the best way to support me is to subscribe to my channel. Recording live right now on Twitch, twitch.tv/snapboldgames. So come hang out live if you want to see this content live. And let's just get right into this. We're going to get into a deck tech of this crazy Tron deck, and then we're going to get into a league. So again, this is just mono green Tron. A lot of the cards are pretty standard. A lot of cards you might expect. Karn Liberated, Karn the Great Creator. I also think it's a mistake to build the deck without Karn the Great Creator. I think this is actually probably the best card in the deck. Ulamog. Let's not have a page go over there. 3 O-Stone, Sylvan Scrying, Stirrings, Star, Sphere, Expedition Map, the 12 Tron lands. But there is a lot of differences compared to a normal deck here. And the first thing you might notice is that we have 24 lands. Tron plays much less lands than this generally. We're playing 4 Urza Saga. We're playing 4 forests, which is a lot of forests, 2 Boseiju, 1 lair, and a blast zone. So 24 lands, that's a lot. And I'm playing so many lands because, again, I'm playing Explore. So I'm calling this deck Explore Tron. But we did have to make a lot of changes in order to fit in so many lands and these explorers, and I'll get into why I think it's good. So one thing you might notice is I'm playing 0 copies main of Wormcoil Engine. While that card does help some matchups, specifically Burn, and it's good in Grixis Death Shadow, so many matchups can easily answer or deal with a Wormcoil. For example, there's a lot of cards like 3 Fairy, Solitude, even sometimes Burn. If you play Wormcoil, you can't even attack, because if they block and kill their blocker, then you just die on the crackback, or they even just sit there and then burn you out anyway. I found Karn the Great Creator is much better against Burn than Wormcoil anyway, so I've kind of liked it without Wormcoil. We're also not playing Ugin. There's just not enough space in order to consistently find Tron and have Saga and have all these additional threats. I think these are the 2 best threats, both Karns. So I'm just playing those, cutting Wormcoil, cut Ugin, play 2 Olamogs. I played this deck yesterday in the Modern Super Qualifier, and I lost the first round, and then I won 7 in a row, and I had a win-in for top 8, and I lost it. So 7-2 with the deck, still good enough for 21st place in a pretty big tournament. So I think the deck is strong. We just lost to Grixis Death Shadow twice and beat it twice, played it 4 times out of 9 rounds. But I just want to real quick get into why I think Explorer is good. Then we'll go over the sideboard real quick, and then we'll just get into the league. So one thing that's really nice about Explorer is you want to play Boseiju, you want enough basics in order to have enough lands against Boseiju. So you need to play more lands. You also have more green sources playing Forest and Boseiju, so Explore just works really nicely with that. In addition, with Explore in your deck, if your opening hand, let's say, is Forest or Boseiju, green source, or even layer, any untapped green source, like 1 Tron land, let's say a Stirrings and an Explorer, what you can do is you can go turn 1 Forest, Stirrings, turn 2 Tron land, Explore, play another Tron land, maybe that you found off Stirrings. So it essentially allows you to still turn 3 Tron off leading on a turn 1 Forest for Stirrings, or play an early Scryings and still turn 3 Tron off Explore. Not only that, but Explore can allow you to have 1 Tron land, opponent thinks they're safe, and then you just go Explore, Tron land, and then play a big threat. Oblivion Stone still has been pretty good for me, so I'm liking that. I want to talk a little bit about Urza Saga. This card has just been really impressive. It's a very slow threat, but it is a threat, especially in control matchups, but it does a lot more than that. Having the ability to even slowly tutor an expedition map gives you so much more consistency in finding Tron when you're being disrupted. A lot of times decks are playing like Thoughtseizes and Inquisitions and things against you, so having Saga in order to just eventually get map and then crack map allows you to just assemble Tron when you otherwise might not be able to. So that's been pretty nice. This also just being able to get relic is a nice like little tutor target, nice little hate piece. But you can also set up these trains of Urza Saga, go get map, crack like after making 2 constructs, crack map, get another Urza Saga, play it, and just keep playing Urza Sagas. It can't be countered because the map just gets put into play with Urza Saga. So against specifically blue white control, that's a really good plan against them. The sideboard is really interesting. I just have a huge wish target for Karn the Great Creator, and it might be too much. You might want 1 or 2 actual sideboard cards, but I've tutored for every single card in this sideboard at least once in different situations. I think actually the worst card is Crucible. It seems like it should be good with Saga and against Beseju, but I've actually only ever tutored for it 1 time. Usually there's just better stuff to get when your Karn is online. So it's pretty rare. So this could be something else. I think actually the best card in here is Sundering Titan. I was just winning so many games with Sundering Titan. You just can, versus a lot of matchups, you just go Karn minus. You don't care if the Karn dies, you get Sundering Titan, and next turn you play this and win. So that's a really nice tutor target there. Just go through the other ones. Walking Ballista, Chalice of the Void against Cascade mostly. 1 Engineered Explosives have been pretty nice. Worm Coil. Trinisphere I actually really like against combo. And against decks like Burn can be really good. Turn 3 Karn, get Trinisphere, play it. A lot of times they can't deal with that. 1 O-Stone, really critical to have. Ensnaring Bridge, really critical to have as well. Liquid Metal Coating obviously goes well. It's the classic combo with Karn. I have 2 Pithing Needles. That's a really good one to tutor with Karn, but when you want it or when you don't want Relic, it can be good to bring in 1 needle and still have 1 needle in the board to tutor with Karn. So that's why it's double needle. 1 Elixir, this actually won me a game in the Super Qualifier against Burn. I went Karn, tutor Elixir, crack it, and otherwise I had no outs, but then I was able to win that game with that line. Also, random hate piece against Mill because you shuffle your graveyard back in. So I think this card does deserve a slot. It's actually kind of sick. And 1 Crypt for when you're on a slow draw against something like Living End, and you just go Karn minus, get Elixir, or get Tormod's Crypt, play it, and exile their yard. Really nice. Okay. I think that'll about do it. A little long of a deck tech there, but this is like a new brew. I played a ton of Tron, and I'm kind of excited about this one. I've been doing relatively decent with it. So let's just get right into round 1. Let's go. All right, welcome to round 1. We're against Blancher 89. Blancher, I'm not sure. Check to play first. I would. Reveal our companion. I didn't mention that not having Ballista main means you can have companion Giganta, which actually is really good, especially because you're a threat light. On turn 4, if you have Tron plus any land, you have 8 mana, and you can just cast Giganta. 8 mana 5/5 is actually pretty good. I found it very important, actually. This hand is really bad. I think I'm going to keep it, though, because I have turn 1 Power Plant map. Turn 2, I can go Saga, and then I can crack map using both my lands, get a Tron land, play it again, and then I can start making constructs and use this to get an Expedition map. So I think it's a keep. It's not a very good one, but it's, I think, good enough. You generally also want to play Saga on 2. That way you can make a construct on 3 and 4, if you want to do that. This is a pretty sketchy hand, though, because we're essentially on a Multa 6 with this Ulamog anyway. But I think the fact that we have 1 Tron land map, Saga, Karn, makes it good enough. If I draw a green source, I also Tron up. I just have a lot of good draws from here. And like I said, I can just start sogging, so we'll see what we're up against here. Fix this. Here we go. Looks like we're probably up against Murktide, no companion. Turn 1 Ragavan. This deck does have a Ragavan problem because we don't really have anything to deal with it. Tron land? Tron land. We don't really have anything to deal with Monkey, but it's honestly not that insane against us because most of our spells don't really do anything for a lot of opponents. The problem is them getting the extra mana while having a 1 mana 2/1, but you can beat like a couple monkey hits with this deck because you just go so far over the top. That being said, this matchup is definitely close. We're also a lot better against Blood Moon than we used to because we have two Boseiju main that we can tutor to kill Blood Moon, which is kind of nice. Some people are also playing Magus now because of Boseiju. Tron land. No. Saga. Pass. Crack map. I think I'm just going to get mine. And then next turn I can try to make a construct to block. They'll probably have to bolt it. And just go from there. And then the turn after that, I can just float mana with Saga, get a map, and then crack it, get Tron. And then maybe on like turn 5 I can Ulamog or something. Yeah, this is a pretty good threat for Pauper, so. Pumpkin Queen, you want to get mine first. You always want Tower to be the last one you get, because if you need to tap your lands and then play the last Tron land, having Tower as the last one to play untapped gives you more mana. So you always want to get the other one. If you have Power Plant or Mine, you always get the other one that you don't have and then Tower. Pretty much every time. Doesn't always come up, but it certainly can be relevant. So they know about Stirrings. They hit a Karn Liberated. So again, most of our spells they can't cast, or it's just like map or, you know, something that doesn't really do anything for them. Okay, so now I get mine. And I untap, play mine. I'm most certainly just going to play mine here. And then I'm going to plan on just making a Saga token. Looks like they might have something here and just nat draw the Tron. Perfect. Now we're just in pretty good shape. Pass. I still might get an expedition map because then I can crack map, get tower. Oh, Tiago, what's up? Thanks for the raid. Yeah, I can still get expedition map, crack it, get tower, and then play the tower, and then next turn play another tower, play Ulamog. Tiago always raiding, so thanks so much. Appreciate that. Playing some modern too. I don't have the chat out bot that I need to set that up. I'm still I'm still claiming to be a Twitch knob. Okay, so I'm gonna try to block, force them to bolt or unholy heat this 1/1, which they're gonna do, but still worth it. Makes them spend 1 mana right now. They have to do it, otherwise I get to block. So definitely just worth. I'm not going to make another construct next turn. I think I'd rather play Karn Liberated. I guess they could have Spell Pierce as well, or Force of Negation. I might even just get a Relic right here. I think I do get Relic. It would be interesting to just make a construct and then play Tower and then play like map crack, but it's probably just going to get bolted then. I'm just worried about my Karn getting either forced or spell pierced, but I think I'd rather go for the Relic line. Relic is pretty good against them. Then I'm just going to play Tower, play Karn, and then probably play Expedition Map. I know I can't guarantee Ulamog next turn, but still like this line. See if we get Spell Pierced. They usually only have like 2 copies if they have it. And they don't usually have Force Main. I guess they can just have Counterspell, but that makes it more likely we can resolve this in 2 turns. Hey, thanks, Pumpkin Queen, for being the bot. Island Counterspell, I assume. They do have counter. So I can also consider popping Relic here. They have 2 mana. They can't even Murktide, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. They need like fetch, spell, Murktide. I'm just gonna play this. I could always pop Relic next turn. Try to keep them off Murktide for as long as possible. They do have Delta, okay. And they have a Ragavan. I guess they could Murktide here, but it's not the end of the world if they do. Oh, a Mog. That's pretty funny. Gotta remember that's exiled, actually. 16 to 14. So I guess they can just Murktide. Okay, they're not. Well, 5. I guess they still potentially can consider. They didn't. They just did they mess up, or are they trying to leave up 3 mana? That was interesting. There's no way they didn't want to cast Consider there. That makes no sense. Just gonna start by relicking them. I almost want to crack map, get green source. I don't really want to just O-Stone away. Like, I can't crack map and relic and play O-Stone and crack it. I can't do all of that. I have 7 mana, 8, 9. So I think if I go crack map, get forest, play stirrings, I still have 5 mana. I think that's the line, because I can still Ulamog next turn. Just gonna get forest. So I could always scrying for Beseiju if I need to. Yeah, let's see if we can just crush them here. There's a mine and a blast zone and a saga. Saga's pretty tempting, but so is blast zone. I think blast zone's just better in general against them because they have Ragavan and DRC. I can't play it right now, but I'll just play O-Stone, I think. Doesn't get Spell Pierce, and then next turn I just go Power Plant Ulamog. Counterspell the O-Stone. That's Archmage Shrine counter? That's totally fine. I think I'm gonna pop Relic now on my turn to keep them off Murktide. I like it. I could also find like a 1 mana artifact that I play right here as well. Explore? Okay. It's actually kind of interesting. We probably don't want to risk this getting countered and just play this. We can even exile 2 lands, just ignore the Ragavan. I think the not play Consider must have been a mistake. Sylvan Scrying. Try for iteration number 2. And I'm just gonna go Ulamog. I think I'm gonna exile 2 lands. I mean, do they have outs to this? I guess they're gonna counter it. I guess I should exile the Ragavan. Because they don't need that much mana to function. And if I go explore and it gets countered, it's actually kind of bad for me. So I think I just do this. Can like explore next turn. Okay, nice. We Ulamogged him. I think we're just not sideboarding. I want both Beseijus because they can have Blood Moon. I generally don't sideboard. I played I did play against one burn deck in the Super PTQ yesterday and I won. I just great created them. I think I great created for Trinisphere. I don't think we want to bring in a needle for anything. Sometimes they can have like Jace the Mind Sculptor, but that's kind of slow against us. We can just leave in the O stones. Let's just run it. All right. Game 2 against Blue Red Murktide. Thalia Ono, what's my Moto username? It's Milk. It's a kind of a play on my last name. Ooh, this I don't think is enough. If any of these mines was a different Tron land, which I actually thought one of them was a power plant at first, I would keep. But I think this is just kind of just too weak. There are a lot of good draws with this hand, but I think we can just do better. Tron mulligans pretty well, and you have to mulligan a lot. So I think this is just a mull. If we had green source, or again a different Tron land, I would consider keeping. If one of these was even a saga again, I could keep again just like game 1. But I think it's just a mull. Oh, that girl Melanie always showing up. Awesome. Thanks for gifting the sub. You just played a league against 4 Tron decks? That's crazy. Okay, this is a snap keep. And I think I might just put back Chromatic Star. Relic is really good. I actually kind of want both powers. I don't necessarily need both towers. It's close between tower and star. Maybe I want the green source. I'll just put back a tower. The old 2 Tron land plus map plus Karn Liberated. To never play Tron again? I don't think that's going to happen since it's, like I was just saying, my literal most played deck of all time of any format. Played a lot of Pauper Tron too. So, don't think that's going to happen. Do they have the Ragavan? They have the DRC. It's not nearly as good against us. Just going to go mine plus map. Okay, they do have the DRC plus Bobble start. Yeah, I just have so much fun playing this deck, and I gotta say, playing mono green Tron in Modern, I've never had so many opponents sigh when you play your first turn play, like play your first Tron land, and be like frustrated that they have to play against Tron, and I honestly love it. It's because the deck's actually pretty good. Trying this new build here tonight. Gotta bring Tron into the modern age, so to speak. Gotta keep up with these Ragavans and DRCs somehow. They bend an Archmage Charm. They might need lands. They attack for 1. No monkey, and they're gonna play another DRC, sure. Pass. Okay. They're just considering. So they probably are going to turn on both these DRCs. So we're kind of in a bad spot. We do have Relic, but I mean, a turn 3 Karn against double 3/3 is not necessarily that good because even if I resolve Karn, exile 1/3/3, it's difficult because they can just kill the Karn. That still is a pretty decent exchange. It's still like a 2-for-1 almost. But I also have to resolve the Karn, so. On the draw, feeling like I'm behind in this game, but we'll see. Well, I don't have Ugin in this build, so that's not great for me. But Karn the Great Creator can do a lot too. Okay, they topped everything. I feel like that has to be a mistake. I mean, even if it was a land and they need a land, just go bottom, bottom, bottom until you find another land and then turn on these DRCs. So interesting. Like, I feel like they definitely have Archmage Charm here, and that's what they kept on top. So I can just not play Karn into double 1/1. I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna play Karn into this mana. So I'm gonna Tron up. I'm gonna play Star. I'm gonna crack add green draw. Now I can scrying or stirrings. I might just want to scrying here. I actually do want more mana guaranteed. But stirrings can get land or threat. I think I just need more mana. I think I'll just scrying and then play Relic. Activate on them. I can also... Oh, there's Karn the Great Creator. So I can just tap both my lands, play Karn, and then play Stirrings to play around Spell Pierce. They'll just counter this Karn, and then I can just still scrying. They definitely have Archmage Charm. Like, it's gotta be 100%. Counterspell. Okay. Can also play Relic right now, but again, I think Scrying is just better. They don't have the Spell Pierce. Now we'll get Tower to have the most mana possible and pass. Now I can potentially play O-Stone over Karn as well. They're just not turning these on. I think my opponent's not playing that well. I'm going to play something on my upkeep. What would they play on my upkeep? Nothing? So I have potentially 10 mana. I mean, I think going Tower into O-Stone is the best. If they counter it, then I still get to Karn or Relic. Counterspell. See if they finally turn these on. They have instant artifact right now, and they just keep topping on these. I just really don't get it. I'm going to play Karn. They could have Spell Pierce, but they need it now. They do have it. Okay. Got kind of ranched there. They're just topping on all of these. They could literally have been hitting me for 6 for so long. It just doesn't make sense what they're doing. But it's definitely giving me a chance in this game. They're gonna like consider right now? No, they just have 2/1/1s. Gonna lead my turn on. They Murktide here. It's pretty bad. They don't. Wow. So they probably have another counter. All right. I'm gonna lead on Relic to try to bait and then go Forest Stirrings, or potentially Forest play Gigantha. Archmage Charm counter. Okay. I think I need to Stirrings here. I have a lot of good things to hit. Whether it's another Karn Liberated, a Great Creator, an Ulamog. 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 mana short of that. But I think I just take it anyway. Alternatively, I can just take O-Stone and blow up the world. But then I have nothing left. mean, Ulamog is going to lead to a win, I think. But I could take 6 damage and then get burned out. I think if I O-Stone and then next turn just play Giganta, it's better. They only have 2 cards left. It's so close. 6, 7, 8, 9. Already played a land. Damn. Feels so bad O-Stoning here over Ulamog, but if I Ulamog, I do nothing this turn. Let's see. Next turn I'll have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 mana. I can't Giganta and Ulamog. Just gonna play it safe. Can probably win the long game, so I think doing this is good. I don't even need to pop right this second, but I guess I play around Ragavan Dash. I don't care if they get to Surveil one more time. I mean, I don't think opponents played bad as far as countering my spells. I think they played bad on not surveilling cards they wanted to the... They should have just been surveilling to the graveyard, even though it was like cards they wanted. Because if they just surveil to the graveyard, turn these on, start hitting for 6, it's such a better position for them. I'm just going to take 2 here also, because this makes it so they cannot play a Murktide post-combat. This is a really good trick with O-Stone. Just wait until post-combat and then pop. They're getting value out of a sorcery, but opponent is just playing so weird. Like, this turns on these, right? Maybe it's their first time playing the deck, or... I don't know. Now we just have like really good top decks. I can just play Giganta this turn. Explore. Oh, I can't do that and Giganta. So pretty awkward here actually, but 5/5 go. And maybe taking the Ulamog would have been better. I was just thinking if they have a counter for the Ulamog, then I just still exile the 2 DRCs, but I potentially take 6. Okay. So they Alpine Moon my tower, or maybe one of these. But I still have a lot of mana. I can still cast most spells in my deck at this point. Alright, they have an 8/8. We're in trouble now. And a Ragavan. They draw up to 1. Can find Boseiju for this. So I guess I still just want to leave my towers untapped. Karn. Okay, well I can play that next turn. Wait. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 mana off. Damn. Oh no, I can't use Giganta to play Karn, so I'm off it. Okay. So I have to take 8, dodge Bolt, then Karn the Murktide, and go from there. Alright, we just die. Damn. Thought we were able to have that game. I still think opponent could have just killed us much, much faster. They like literally gave us a chance. It's just not sideboard again. Now we're on the play though. Let's go game 3. Alright, game 3. Would you like to play first? Yes. Explorers are good when you have Tron lands, but I can't keep this. Man, this is brutal. I need green source. I need a lot to go right here. I think I need to just go to 5. It's so close. We have like 7 actual green source lands, 4 stars, 2 chromatic spheres, and 4 expedition map that are good draws, but I'm on the play. Alright, this is the best hand we've had by far. I can just put back, like, explore, and either scrying or maybe map too. That is certainly not the rule. No. You want to be able to actually assemble Tron. There's a lot that goes into it because with that last hand, we just had a lot of draws that just leave us like doing nothing, and you don't want to be left in that situation. So two Tron lands is good, but with the new mulligan rule, I think that last hand was a little bit too risky. I think I just want to put back scrying so I can save this green source for like something else. It's kind of a little bit awkward because these are more mana intensive than scrying would be, but I still think this is better. Yeah, I've won many moles to 3, and I've won actually 1 or 2 moles to 2. So this deck can mull pretty crazy. It's kind of rough to mull in these matchups though when they're interacting a lot, but nice, that was a good draw. Threat. So now I just Tron up and then play Creator on 3. They really need to have Counterspell here, which they could certainly have. Let's hope to hit something like that they want to play. No, just a forest. DRC. They could still have Counterspell for sure, but nothing I can do about that. Gotta just fight through the counters. It's just kind of how this matchup goes. Get tower. Karn is just so good for so many reasons. Like, it only costs 4 mana to play, and people still have to counter it. It's just really, really strong. Looks like they have the counterspell. They also got Island, which makes me think that they're more likely to have Blood Moon as well. But I guess they don't have Blood Moon, they have Alpine Moon. Maybe they have both, though. So now I can take Gigantha, or I can go like map, crack map, either get Tower or Saga. I think Saga's a little bit too slow here. I can also get Boseiju. I think I like crack map, get Boseiju. Because then I can play around an Alpine Moon potentially with this green mana to use the Boseiju if I have to. Or I can just play the Boseiju for green mana. You say we don't play enough lands, but I'm playing 24 lands, and you're playing cards like Expedition Map and Sylvan Scrying, which tutor a land to your hand. So you actually have like tons and tons of lands in your deck. And 24 lands is also kind of a lot. Saga. So I have a couple options, and one that I kind of like is play Boseiju, play Gigantha, because then I can block Ragavan. I'm gonna do it. They may have another counter here. Nothing I can do about that. 5/5 too strong. They gotta counter it. It would have been interesting instead of getting Boseiju to also just get like Tower, because then if I draw Ulamog, I can just cast it right away. But that's looking a little far into the future. They're really trying to play the counterspell game. Alright, so if they did not hit Delirium still, crazy. They're bobbling me. It's a scrying. Okay. Be funny if they cast it. They don't. They draw a card. This is close. Stirrings. That's a good one. I think I'm going to lead on that. Stirrings. Complete miss. I guess there's a blast zone, so maybe not. It's actually pretty good. Can't be countered. Can kill both of these. I'll just do it during combat because they could have another Ragavan, certainly. Take blast zone. I think I want to play Starcrack, play Scrying as well. Seems good to me. I can get another Boseiju here. Now I have another green source, which is nice. Let's get Boseiju. Play Blast Zone. Pass the turn. I'm not actually convinced that like 100% that this is like the best way to build Tron, but it's just really interesting and it kind of attacks from a different angle. So I do like it. I'm just gonna pop blast zone. I'll make them attack, I guess. Doesn't matter. F6. I couldn't cast the other star because then I would have had to pop blast zone right then, and I mean I could have floated mana, pop blast zone, play star, pass, but I think I'd rather just wait on it. Because I needed to hold up both these lands to activate the blast zone. Okay, they do have Blood Moon, but I already have the answer for that, luckily. So what will be really interesting is if they counter this. So let's hope they do not. They have one card left. Nice. You can't counter Boseiju's ability. Draw. I want to do this now because I wanted to draw. Explore. Kill that. Play Saga, pass. Okay, they have one card. We have two. We can just scrying either for a layer of the Hydra or another Saga. I'll probably just scrying for Saga, play Saga next turn. We'll see. They draw two. Sure. I don't really like the Archmage Charms that much in that deck, but I mean, obviously they're pretty good. I just did that. Pretty awkward here, honestly. We're at 12. Another Murktide kills us, but there's nothing I can do about that. Let's see. What happens if I go scrying, get Layer of the Hydra, play Layer, activate Saga, next turn, activate Saga, get another artifact. I have a 3/3 that can attack, because I'll have two constructs and an artifact, and a Layer that can attack. Layer can be a 7/7. I can only hit for 10. So I have to find an answer. So that being the case, I guess I just scrying for Forest, play Explore. It's kind of a whack line, but I think it gives me my best shot to win. I can't win next turn, so I think that's what I have to do. I also cannot relic them with this out. So we're in bad shape now, actually. So just get Forest, play Explore. Just go map, crack it. Get a tower, I suppose, at this point. I mean, I guess I can get Layer here, but I don't know what that actually does. 7, 8, 9, 10. Just get tower. Okay. We're in rough shape. I have to top deck. I can draw a card with Explore though. Yep. I can also Saga into Chromatic Star to draw another card. So as long as they don't have second Murktide or Ragavan plus Bolt, then I guess I can even block Ragavan. So I'm most likely not dead here, and I can have 3 draws. Draw for turn, draw off Explorer. They have it. Oh, they only had 1 spell. Okay. So it's only 9. So Bolt kills us. But how many bolts can they have post board? I guess they can have a lot. So Ulamog off the top. Don't bolt me. Okay, they didn't yet. Construct. Now I actually don't make another Construct because that's not what really matters. I need to have enough mana to do all my stuff. So I'm just going to float 1. Another Saga's a miss. So I just get Chromatic Star. Green draw. Karn. That's not actually good enough yet, unfortunately. Explore. And we missed. We just needed them to not have anything except second Murktide. Damn. Brutal. See if they have like a counter also. Yeah, they did. GG's. Close match. I did not copy paste this deck list. I made this deck. I don't have a Yavimaya because I have 4 forests. I have 2 Besejus, and I think Lair, and I don't think you really need Yavimaya that much. I guess it could have been good in some situations like that, but I wanted like a maximum number of basics. That was a close match. Just barely got by a million counter spells. Multiply as well. That'll happen. Fun match though. No Tron lands in that hand. This hand's pretty bad actually. But I think I'm just going to keep it and hope to get lucky rather than go to 5. I can go Power Plant, turn 2 Forest, Explore, Saga. I don't want to lead turn 1 Saga, I don't believe. Because then if I explore, I have to use the Saga to do so, and I don't get to make a construct on the Saga. This hand is not good, so it's definitely something. Okay, we're against Lurrus, so that can be a lot of different decks, but probably most likely to be Grixis Death Shadow. Just because, yeah, it almost certainly is. Spellbomb main, maybe not. Could be like a Spike Artifact deck or something. I don't really care about Spellbomb though. Stirrings. I think I still just want to explore this turn. It's pretty close. Want to get Saga down, and I get to get my green source down. Nice, that's good. I still think I'm going to play Saga and just give up, because I could play Tower, and then I can Stirrings into mine. Maybe that is just better and just wait on Saga. But if I Saga this turn, next turn I can go Tower, make a construct, and Stirrings, worst case scenario. I think that's better. It's just safer. It's slower, but I think it's better. Because also, the earlier I play Saga, the sooner I can tutor map with Saga and then guaranteed Tron up. So it's the safer, more consistent, lower upside line. Also, max basics just has to do with people like Bosejoing you a bunch of times. Oh, is this mill? If it's mill, it's the worst possible matchup. So hopefully not. Another explorer. That actually might be really good. Depending. I think I have to just go tower stirrings, though. Guess I'll play tower first. So we obviously want to just hit mine here. They could have counterspell. They could have drown in the lock, I suppose. Okay, there's the mine. It's an easy take. Then we pass. Start making card constructs. If it's mill, we just get to, yeah, it's mill. Literally our worst possible matchup by far. I had an Emrakul in the sideboard too that I took out to play the second needle. I went to a modern GP once. I sat down for round one and I was playing mono green Tron and I got paired against mill. Got crushed. So if they have like any like extirpate effect and they mill a mine here, I just basically lose. But I can, I guess, make a bunch of saga tokens pretty good. They're not cracking. That's interesting. I think they would just want to do it now, but what do I know? Might even just want to make another saga token to just pressure them as much as possible rather than play Karn. Because this might just get countered too. It's really interesting. I think I'm going to just make another construct. I almost feel like that's got to be the line. I'm going to do it. I need to pressure them, otherwise I just cannot win. I'm going to tap the green, get Expedition Map. I can also get Relic, then I protect myself from the extirpate effects, but I'm already going to have Tron. So I don't think I need to do that. I'll just get Map. Oh, what's up, Milk Daddy? Oh, you wanted to get Relic and then play around Drown in the Lock? That was actually a really good line, and that is a good reason to get Relic. Forgot about Drown. I should get Relic for that reason, but I can't resolve Karn now, but I still should do it. That was a mistake by me, but let's just go with where we're at now. Gonna just play Oblivion Stone, not tap Relic, and then attack for 4, and then just start trying to race. If they drown this, I could just let it resolve. I don't think this is even that good. Because I kind of want to keep my Relic in play. Otherwise, I just get milled again. Maybe this doesn't resolve. I'm just going to just let this happen. I need to play around Surgical by leaving Relic untapped, so I can never tap it. Yeah, the construct is really good because they're at 12. So, I mean, I have 6 power right now, and I have a lot of artifacts that I can draw. Urza Saga. That's not a standard thing to play in mill. Seems pretty sweet, actually. They mill me for 3. Having the Relic here is just massive against Surgical, because they can even Surgical like Karn Liberated or something. Or Ulamog or Great Creator. We don't have that many threats in this build either. Another Spell Bomb. wonder if they even play surgical. They might just be playing a million spell bombs. I think I'm gonna go for Karn next turn, and if they drown it, I'll pop Relic. I can attack first, I suppose. I can also explore first. Sphere. Sphere is good. So let's see if I have enough mana. I can tap Forest, play Sphere, attack for 8. Another line is tap Mine, play Sphere, play Explore. Or I guess I could just lead on Explore. And then I have 5, 6, 7 mana remaining. That's not enough to also pop Relic if I don't draw a land. I think the line is just lead on Sphere, attack for 8, then play land, play Karn. Just ignore the Explorer. I like that line. I can potentially... Oh, they Fatal Push 1. Okay. Nothing I can do. But I can Karn plus on their hand or minus on their Saga. Either way is pretty good. Or I can even just kill their Crab. I guess that's what I do. I guess I just Karn exile their Crab. Do I want to draw off this? Maybe next turn I will. Just gonna Karn here. Alright, they drown, so I pop Relic right now. Not really going to be able to race anymore. And then I'm exiling Crab for sure here. Pass. They only have 2 cards, so sure they can make like a 3/3 and then another Construct. That's definitely beatable. I don't care about the Constructs that much. Mill 14. They mill 10 with Tasha's. They had a card liberated, a great creator. Is this 20 mana value? That's so much. Alright, start by, I guess, playing Explore. I guess I can start by just adding green draw. I can start by attacking for 2. I guess I'll start by Karn plus on them. They have 1 card in hand. Might just be a land. What was it? It was... Was it Crab? Or Fatal Push? It was Fatal Push? They did not want to kill my Construct? I don't understand. Stirrings or Giganta? They're at 7. I feel like Giganta, and then I can Stirrings into any artifact next turn. They have to chump. I can exile that win. I just played Giganta, I think. Maybe Yavimaya is worth it. I have been short on green sources. So So they can make a construct right now. Yeah, but didn't they want to push rather than just getting their push exiled? They make a construct, they get like, what, a relic or a spell bomb, or I don't think they're gonna have, they concede. Wow. Got mill in game one. We also have the elixir deck, but I mean this matchup is super rough still. I think I boarded in one needle. It's interesting if I want to bring any other card in, because a lot of times I'm gonna have to wish for elixir anyway. Like I could bring in chalice, but chalice is pretty good against me too. It's not even that good against them. I can chalice like on two. I can just cut like an O stone here, play the needle. I could side in elixir too and then saga for it. That's an interesting option, but then my elixir can also just get milled. I guess I have to resolve Karn the Great Creator though. O Stone's pretty bad, but they have sometimes they have like I mean they have Urza Saga. Sometimes they have the 2 mana artifact that keeps milling. I definitely want to. That was definitely my thought of a first cut. Maybe that bringing this in is good. That means I saga for elixir. They can't counter it, but it gets milled. It's pretty close. Because then I can still just like Karn for Sundering Titan or Karn for, anything good. Can try bringing it in to Saga 4. Just have one O Stone. Yeah, I thought about boarding in Crucible too, but I think actually one O Stone is fine. Because they have Urza Saga, they have crabs. Maybe it's just better to have Crucible because I can play Tron lands out of the graveyard. All right, I was thinking about that. Sure. I haven't actually played this matchup with this build yet. Let's see if we can take out Mill with Tron. I have beaten Ponza with Tron, probably a couple times, but not. I don't know if I've beaten Mill. Probably not. They're taking their sweet time here. As I say that, I'm behind on time. Let me reveal my elk. This is the most cards I've sideboarded with this deck. 3. I feel like Saga tokens is a reasonable plan against them. Yeah, it's a really good matchup for pawns, obviously. I got really lucky. I think my opponent just flooded out. Not sure what's going on with the Starman here. Let's pause the recording till they get back. All right. Looks like opponent's back. Let's Gigantha. I mean, I'm keeping this hand. It's not very good, but we have 2 Tron lands, double redraw. We have a Boseiju. and a Karn. I have to keep. I'm not putting these Tron lands back. Yeah, agreed. It does. Hopefully we can take out Mill for the first time here. Shelldock, love this card. Vintage Cube stable. Not quite as busted as it used to be, but still really, really good. Just go mine Star. No rush to play Lair, even though it can enter untapped right now. I still just want to lead on my Tron lands 100%. Blast Zone. I have plenty of green sources, so let's draw and see what we draw. Sylvan Scrying. Oh, Saga. I actually like playing the Saga here for sure. I'm gonna play Star. I guess I'll play Saga first and then play Star. I give up Troning next turn, but I'm not likely to anyway. So then this gets me closer to it in the future. Plus, I can tutor Elixir if they start like just like milling me. They cycle. Looks like their draw is pretty bad. Crab. Non-fetch land. That means they don't have any fetches. I guess this turns on their trap, but it's fine. Saga milled. I'm just gonna make a Construct next turn. Ooh. Now I have options. Because I can play Stirrings. Honestly, I feel like just leave Star in play, make a Construct, untap, make another Construct. Or not make a Construct and just tutor Elixir. Leave Elixir up. Has got to be the play. I mean, Stirrings right now is pretty tempting, but then I don't get to make a Construct. Just gonna Karn. Just go on the Saga plan again. Pressures them, potentially protects my Planeswalkers. I can also tutor map and not tutor whatever the Elixir yet. It's pretty bold to do so. I have to really think about what I'm going to do on my next turn. I can float mana, tutor map, crack map, Tron up. It's really tempting. But honestly, make Construct, get an Elixir. They probably don't have an out to like kill Elixir, and then I just have two 4/4s also. That seems the best to me. Tutor Elixir. Make another Construct, tutor Elixir. Play land, play Stirrings. Alright, so they left in Fatal Push for our Constructs. Does this change my line? Because now I'm only going to have one 3/3. Oh, hey, thanks for saying that, Our Bart. My top three cards were green, so I might have missed on Stirrings. That would have been hilarious. I've literally never missed on it. Um, but that would have been really funny. I have a couple more green cards than most people have. And this is close. I can also tutor Relic, I can tutor Map, or I can tutor Elixir. And I can make a Construct or not. I mean, making one 3/3 doesn't seem that good. It's really close here. Don't know what to do. I'm leaning towards getting the value and making the Construct. Pithing Needle. Don't even really care about Needle that much. I mean, I can play it to pump my card construct, but I almost feel like just Troning up here might be best. I'm just going to get Elixir. I don't want an Elixir to get milled. Oh, I can name Shelldock. That's interesting, yeah. Get Elixir. I might want a Stirrings right here rather than Needle, though. It's unlikely I'm going to go to 20 cards in library right now. I think I'm going to start Forest Stirrings. Could potentially Needle next turn. Yeah, I can also Needle Urza Saga, even though that's a little bit weird. I can also Needle the blue card that cycles. All right, well, there's an expedition map, which I think I have to take because mine doesn't do anything, Forest doesn't do anything. I don't really need Karn Liberated since I don't have Tron, so pretty straightforward here. Let's just have 6. Next turn, I can make a 5/5 and attack. It's not bad. Archive trap me. All right, maybe this does get turned on now. The thing is, they're archive trapping into Elixir, so unless they have Spellbomb, I'm gonna get to shuffle most of this back in. I might want to play it safe and leave up Elixir next turn, or just use it immediately depending on what they do. Drown my token. That's totally fine. That was such a good trade for me, I think. That was crazy. I don't care about the token that much. If they can exile my yard here, it's pretty bad. All right, they milled 10 cards with Tasha's. These are exiled. Hidden Ulamog. And the Karn the Great Creator. 17 cards in library. They have 2 cards in hand, and it looks like they don't have a land, most likely. Probably just going to Elixir on my turn. All right, there's Surgical on the tower. Brutal. Looks like leaving up Elixir would have been the best play, but I'm Tronless, but I'm not out of the game. They have 1 card in hand. I can get super greedy and just play Karn the Great Creator, but I think I'd rather play map. Oh, they left this in the... What? They made a huge mistake. They left tower in the yard. Huge mistake, because now I shuffle in tower and I can tutor tower. That's like such a incredibly massive mistake. So now I can just play Needle, name Shelldock, play map, pass with Elixir up, see what they do. Yeah, giving us a chance in this game. That was a massive punt. They only have 1 card in hand. So I go play Blast Zone, play map, play Needle. Lou's coming in to say goodnight. Night, bro. Yeah, I'm just going to play Blast Zone, play Needle, play map, leave up Elixir, Shelldock. Pass. Now I can potentially end of turn elixir. Okay, the Urza Saga mill me for 3. That's fine. I think I'm just going to end of turn crack map. Oh no, I can't. I can't. I need to elixir first. So I do need to crack elixir here, I think, because I want to be able to crack map and then Tron. Okay, so we're gonna elixir end of turn. And they concede the game. Take down mill with Tron. Elixir too strong. Let's go. This has won me 2 matches. That's huge. Pumpkin Queen. That's insane. It's insane. All right, sweet. 1-1. Let's go round 3. All right, after that incredible round 2 defeating mill, let's go. We're against RVNG. Would you like to play first? Yes, to reveal our elk. I mean, this hand's slow, but gotta keep it. Turn 4 Tron. I like to keep a lot of turn 4 Tron hands, actually. Especially when you have like a lot of redundancy, you're decent against Thoughtseize, and you just have a lot of cardboard, you have like a lot of resources. So even though the hand's slow, by keeping 7, that's like a turn 4 Tron, you're better against interaction that way. So I generally keep hands like this. Just depends on the matchup too, obviously. If they're like quick combo, I don't, but um, otherwise I do. Yeah, 4C, Ragavan, Omnath, 4 Urza Saga. I agree with that Pumpkin Queen for sure. When you can not mull, it's pretty powerful. Okay, Murktide. Alright, let's just scrying here. Sure, it can get pierced, but I don't care that much because I can just scrying again next turn. Oh, it's Living End. Okay, I think this matchup's actually really good for us. Just because we can main deck Saga for Relic, and we can Karn for Tormod's Crypt, both are which are really good against them, and we just have like 3 O-Stone Ulamogs, and they don't interact with us that much. So get mine, pass. This will be a turn 4 Karn, so we can either get Tormod's Crypt or something else. Not sure yet. Might get Urza Saga here. It's interesting. Force of Negation. I like that. Just already have it. Love to see that. So now they can Living End. So they do have the turn 3 Living End here. The good news is I can Karn for Ensnaring Bridge potentially here, which isn't bad. Then they need like a Brazen Borrower. They can still attack Karn for 2, but I have another Karn. I think I have to get Bridge. Yeah. I almost clicked no, I almost misclicked there. Karn for Bridge is a really solid line. You end up doing that line a fair amount. Now they can attack Karn for 2. That's fine. I can just play another Karn. Boseiju the Bridge. Is that lethal? 14, 15, 16? No. It's really bad though. They do have Boseiju in their deck. That makes the matchup tougher for sure. Now, do I have enough mana to Karn for O-Stone and O-Stone? 4. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm 1 mana short. Damn. I can Karn for Worm Coil, play Worm Coil. I can Karn, and then I have, again, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Damn. I can crack Star if I Nat draw Tower, and then I can Karn for O-Stone. It's not even that good, because then they could potentially just Living End again. If I Worm Coil and they attack with everything, I take 9, 10, 11, but I go up to 14. So that is potentially good enough. If I Karn, I can't play Sundering Titan. I feel like Karn for Worm is what I have to do. It's like the only line, really. I can go crack Star to see what I draw, though, because I could just draw O-Stone, too. 7, 8, 9 mana. I could also draw Ulamog. If they have another force, we're dead no matter what. Karn Liberated. I don't think that changes anything. Liberated's not even that good here. They can't crab me or anything weird, so I'm just gonna Karn, play Saga, tap out for Worm. Yeah, can play Saga, yeah. You don't have enough space to have like two bridges though. I don't think you want to do that. Okay, well, I think we just lose on the spot now. Double force. Living in Boseiju is too much. So I can play Karn, exile, but then I still take 12. Damn. Yeah, they got us. That'll happen. Good game. Double force pretty strong. So maybe I do bring in Needle for Boseiju. Boseiju crushes me because it takes me off Tron. But then I can't Boseiju them. I guess I don't need to Boseiju them. I think I like this. I think all my cards are fine. Yeah, Trinisphere could come in, but I mean, I guess usually I'm carning for Chalice, but I can also just carn for Trinisphere potentially. I don't really like just bringing in the bullets if I can help it. I like to just leave them because a lot of times when I have done that, I end up casting Karn and wishing I had it in my board, and I'm like, damn. So just gonna not do that. I think this is a mulligan. I can turn one Saga, and then I can get Relic on turn 3 uncounterable. They can't go off. Actually, don't hate it. I could potentially have a better Saga hand, but I'm just gonna try this. I like leading on Saga in this matchup. It's the only real matchup that I like to do that in. Just take it really slow here. So just another Urza Saga or a layer of the Hydra. I guess I just get another Saga. There'll be more Pauper in the future for sure. Just playing a modern league, you know? Cycle Street Wraith, sure. Cycle Riverwinder, you got it. They cannot go off yet, and we will have a relic. Boseiju my Saga too. Wow. Was not expecting that. That was brutal. Now they can go off next turn. We need like an explorer here. Stone is interesting, but I can't play it till next turn anyway. I have to just take the Tron land. Jeez. Okay, so they're probably just planning to Violent Outburst right now. Unfortunately. I still need to potentially Tron next turn. Only gonna have 9 mana too. If they Living End here though, and they only make 9 power, that's potentially beatable. They're gonna force this. Oh, they're gonna Waker. Okay. So they might Living End next turn. Waker, Mill Island. Cycle Windcaller. I think they probably have a Cascader because they usually have it. They have like 8 of them. They're probably just trying to get a bigger Living End before they Cascade. Okay, now we just pass. Get Tower, play Tower. Then all we can do is play Karn. Why are they fetching? Oh, because they want to cycle, then Living End. Okay. So I have to top deck O-Stone and resolve it. So Living End's good. Did beat it twice yesterday, but doesn't mean you beat it every time. Relic. Why? Why do you have to do that to me? Okay, so I can Karn exile this. Then they have 10, 17, 19 power. It's not 20 power. So I can Karn exile this, play Relic. They don't have the force, please. I still need to top deck a GG's. We got crushed. That was a thrashing. Yeah, Karn lets me survive at 1, but not through force. I should have, I guess, just drawn a random card to see what I might have drawn, but whatever. Let's go 1 and 2 now. Still a super fun league so far. Let's go round 4. All right, we're against GBS 1 and 2. Got crushed by Living End in the last round, but we were able to beat Mill, so I'll take that. Man, this hand's not that good. It's just mulligan. Let's go for better. All right, this is much, much better. Turn 3 Tron with a little redundancy. Keep back. Oh, I thought this was mine tower. Oh no, it's brutal. Whatever, I'll not draw one of the Tron lands, right? I don't know about the Pauper bans, if any will happen. I'm assuming Relay is going to get banned. That would be my guess, but I don't know if there would be any other changes or when they will happen. All right. Lurrus, DRC, probably Grixis Shadow. Oh, this just feels so bad. I actually am going to go Forest Sylvan Scrying because they likely aren't going to have an answer for this, but they could Thoughtseize my Sylvan Scrying. I totally thought my hand was Tower Mine. So that sucks. I might have mulliganed again if I realized it was Tower Tower, but I guess the hand would still have been pretty close. Inquisition. Nice. Could be Grixis midrange, kind of control. Could be Shadow. We don't know yet, but they play a lot of the same cards. The Inquisition, they instant bottom the graveyard Thoughtseize instantly. Which is interesting. So they know our hand. We're going to get Thoughtseized here. Feels like it. Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if they take Great Creator. Depends on what they have. And okay, they take Liberated. Sure. Now I'm going to go Mine. Pass. Not going to play the O-Stone because I'd rather map. It's unlikely that I'm going to get Thoughtseized again. It's possible, but even then, like, they have to probably take Karn over O-Stone, so definitely better to crack map here. They only have sorcery land right now. Their hand could be like a bunch of Unholy Heats, hopefully not like multiple Death Shadows. Dash Ragavan, sure. I might play O-Stone next turn and then pass. I think that's pretty good. Because then they can't dash Ragavan. All right, let's get Power Plant. Play Plant. Play O-Stone, I think. I like that line. Because then they just attack for one. I take it. End of turn, I O-Stone. I don't get hit by Ragavan. They can't play anything else to the board. And then I slam Karn on the next turn. And if they have like a counter here, then I can still potentially resolve Karn if I want. I'm not sure I want to even play it, actually. I might just take Gigantha. They have Drown. I guess that was a reason to play Karn. And they mill an enchantment, so they turn this on. It's annoying. I can Karn, and then I can either get explosives or potentially Needle. Or I can just go Karn minus, get Sundering Titan. I really like that line. And then my Karn dies, and then I just Sundering Titan all their lands. Then I just have to deal with a DRC. I just love this, like, 4-mana Tutor Sundering Titan is pretty good in this deck. So they can dash Monkey, hit me with Monkey, kill Karn with DRC. But as long as they don't have another Thoughtseize, then I just kill all their lands. They're attacking me with both. kind of makes sense. They want to just set up a DRC plus bolt kill or something, but if they let me tutor again, then that's going to be really bad for them. They're going to unholy heat the Karn. That makes sense now. Okay. But again, kill all their lands, pretty good. Death Shadow. It's a problem. They only have one card left. They're not going to be able to play the Ragavan. Explore. They have Ragavan blank. So I can just go explore, play both my lands, play Sundering Titan. Then I can even tutor Relic with this Saga, and then they have to attack, pop Relic, block eventually. Oops, oh, that's only 7. I do have to blow up my forest, but I have another one. Yavimaya would also be good there, but I mean, we're still in a really good spot. They're also at 10. We go to 8. Sure. Can also play a Gigantha here, which I'm going to do. Let's see, can I attack? I put them to 3. I play a Gigantha, and I can make an Urza Saga token. I can do all of that, right? Play land, play Gigantha, make a Saga token. I'm just going to start by attacking. This puts so much pressure on them. Doubt they can beat this. Because they didn't even have another land last turn. I mean, how can they beat a 5/5? Elk too strong? Sweet. Because I can just chump their Death Shadow with my Saga token if they attack. Yeah, nice. That was sweet. I think I was boarding like this in the qualifier yesterday. I don't think they have Alpine Moon or they can't have Blood Moon or any like land hate really for us that I need Boseiju for. I think it's mostly just a forest. I guess I could also just board out forest. I don't think I want Needle for anything. Just gonna have more basics. I don't know if it matters. All right. See if we can beat Shadow here. I mean, sure. Sand's very slow and doesn't really do that much, but the Explorer looks pretty decent. Saga looks pretty decent with Explorer. We have a Relic. All pretty good stuff. No early Tron, but I think that's okay in this matchup. Again, they're a very heavy disruption deck, so keeping 7 is definitely preferable in this matchup. Thoughtseize or Inquisition? Yeah. I guess I'd rather see that than like Monkey, because that just makes them so much mana. I guess I can lead turn 1 Layer or turn 1 Mine. If I get super lucky, leading turn 1 Mine might be better. I can always turn 2 Layer into Explore if they don't take that. I really have no clue which of my 3 spells they're going to take here. It just depends on their hand. I would assume one of these 2, yeah. Did they mulligan here? Yeah, they mulligan to 6. Karn. Is there any reason to play layer first? I don't think so, really. I don't really know, though. My plan is to just go layer, explore, saga. Again, mulling to 5 and then having to keep a sketchy hand against like a Thoughtseize Inquisition deck is just not really where you want to be. Okay, they're down to 12. Are they going to shadow for a 1/1 right here? It's a pretty early shadow if they did. Map. That's a really good one. Because now I can go explore into map. Sure, they can drown it, but they can't actually drown this explorer. Ooh. Now I just play tower map. I suppose my map could get Kolgan's commanded then. And I can't play anything next turn anyway. Very interesting. Because here's the thing. If I go tower map, next turn I untap, I tap mine and forest, crack map, get power plant, play it. I still only have 5 men. I still can't do anything. It's not like Kolgan's command is that bad for me if I go saga map. Oh, I played forest over layer. I just realized that. That was a punt. Sorry for that. That sucks. Pretty loose. I'm going to take this weird line. I don't know if it's better, but I feel like tower, play map, just likely doesn't do anything next turn anyway. Alright, they drown the map. I actually like this line then. Again, I guess not playing map would have been good as well. But I like the saga play map line. Now I can just start making saga tokens. Dash Ragavan? Sure. Not playing the layer was actually a pretty huge punt. Because now it's a tapped land, where this would obviously be untapped. So it was just really bad. Just wasn't thinking for a second there. Iteration, but they already played a land, so this is just basically an impulse. Unless they hit exactly one of the last 2 baubles. Yeah, they just exile a Delta. 2 cards in hand plus a Ragavan, and there's another map. Nice. I probably just want to play layer, play map, ignore making saga tokens. It's pretty tempting. They're at 9 to just make a saga token, play map, play tower, make a saga token, untap, make another token, get another artifact. I'm just going to do that. It's weird, but I think it's also pretty good. They're at 9, so this just puts so much pressure on them. Plus, I can just saga to block Ragavan. Croxa. Okay, well now I'm just discarding this layer. I can also saga for Relic here, which I might end up doing. Because I have this map as well. I'm gonna make the saga tokens though. I can kill them pretty soon. Potentially next turn if I get lucky. I guess they probably have a removal spell too. They don't dash Ragavan. I'm gonna make another saga token. So I make another one, I tutor something, and I play a star. Well, I can't kill them yet, but I have two 5/5s. I mean, yeah. Let's see. I mean, I'm just gonna make the token. Hmm. I guess they can Croxa here. But the question is, if they Croxa, they're dead. Oh, the relic is gone, so I can't get relic. Okay. I guess I just get another map then. Play another artifact. And then attack for 5. Then I have 2 lethal threats. Wow. Okay. I took really weird lines this game that are were potentially just really bad lines, but I guess we'll see. They go to 2. Are they going to just shock and kill themselves? They have a Ragavan and a Blank. No. They're going to Croxa, so they're going to keep fighting. I'm going to just keep the Karn in hand, I suppose. So they have Ragavan and 1 card. They have 1 red mana up. They do have Delirium. They concede. Nice. Got Shadow there with a couple Saga tokens. 2 and 2. Let's go for the last round. Sweet. I'm actually going to be right back, but I'll just accept this. I'll just play it. Whatever. Let's go. Drag to play first. Yes. This has got to be a mulligan. Just 1 Saga. That's it. Oh, triple 4s, Boseiju, 2 Tron lands. This is not very good. Any Sylvan Scrying or map, and it's immediately Tron. They keep 7. This is a really bad 6. I also have Boseiju, which is kind of a spell, but his hand is obviously terrible. We're against no companion. Bobble. So does that mean it's likely to be Murktide? Yeah. Another Karn, not a bad draw. Let's see if we can just Natron it here. Not playing Forest to leave up Boseiju, there's just no need. Okay. I'll take it. They probably have counter though. Wonder if I just take Gigantha rather than play into a counter. Like they have to have counter spell. There's almost no question that they have it. Sure, I can make them do it, but I think I'd rather wait. It's pretty interesting. Star. So again, I don't think there's a reason to tap out for Karn. But now I might just want to play Scrying. I guess I'll lead on Star. They probably won't counter it, and then I can just draw and then play Scrying. No, because if Scrying somehow resolves, it's better to just do it this way. Because then I can just also play Karn if I want. Do I crack right now? Yeah, because I could draw a map or something. Another Sylvan Scrying. Not bad. I will take it. They go Iteration. So they might be out of lands. They might just have a ton of counters. Do they have another counter? I think I'm just gonna Gigantha to open it. Yeah, okay, nice. They're gonna Murktide. This is actually good for me, I think. So now I can tap Forest, play Scrying, get Tron, play Karn, and have 3 mana left for, I guess, Bridge. Just likely keeps my Karn alive or makes them bolted. It also just stops this from attacking. Chalice on 1 is pretty decent. Trinisphere is pretty decent. There's a lot of good stuff to get. I feel like Bridge is like the best out of all those. They can just like essentially never attack with Murktides. And they don't have cards in the graveyard for Unholy Heat as well. Four cards in hand, Bridge, but not bad. Make them spend a removal spell on Karn, and then just try to play all the cards out of my hand, which should be pretty easy at this point. Iteration, sure. They exiled the Flooded Tran, play it, sure. Shock down to 13. They have 7 cards in hand. Bolt the Karn. Pass. They just don't have any of their 1 mana threats. They probably have another counter. I'm probably going to play Gigantha this turn. Just lead on map. I can even get Saga and just start the Saga train. I don't hate that. I mean, I guess I can grow the Murktide. I don't think they have any main deck outs to Bridge. It's kind of funny if I relic them and they exile spells, it's harder for this to attack. They could have a like one Brazen Bar, but I doubt it. Maybe I just star to draw in this situation. Sure. Let's map, get Saga, play Saga. Just essentially playing around Counterspell as much as I can here. Play Gigantha. Play Star. Okay. Eventually just find Ulamog here. Maybe just find more Karns as well, or just keep Sagaing. Then eventually remove our own Bridge if we have a huge, huge board. But that's not for a while. Still just in shock that we beat Mill. That was pretty sweet. Is that the third or the fourth iteration? The third iteration. It's a hell of a card. Play Ragavan. Sure. Actually can attack right now, but not into a 5/5. They have instant sorcery, land. No Delirium for Unholy Heat yet. 2 mana. Oh, another Murktide. Well, looks like I'm going to be able to resolve this Karn. So what do? Just Karn, get Walking Ballista? Play a huge Walking Ballista? I feel like that's got to be the line, right? Can also just Stirrings. Maybe hit a Tron land. I don't think I need to crack Star here, though. Okay, there's Ulamog. Just do that. probably just going to be a concession, I suppose. We'll see. 7, 8, 9, 10. It's probably just safest to just kill both Murktides. That way I don't die to like any random bounce spell. Maybe Carning for Walking Ballista would have been better there because they were tapped out. But I don't know, this felt pretty safe. The fourth iteration. Like they have to counter every Karn Liberated to remove Bridge. I don't even know if I need more Karn Strikes at this point. Yeah, they just concede. Sweet. Bridge too strong there. Nice. I think I just don't sideboard. Yep, let's run it. All right, game 2 against Murktide. Let's go for the 3-2 here. See if we can go positive. I think we got this. Feeling good. I think this matchup is also very close, but I don't hate playing against it. I think we can do better than this. Not with this one. It's pretty bad. I'm on 5 though. Just gonna go to 4. This is like a turn 1 map. I guess I should just keep on 5. Put back Saga or O-Stone. I'll just put back O-Stone. Should be on the Saga game plan. No Ragavan, that's good. Interesting. I wonder if they just have Spell Pierce up. And I wonder if I should just not play map. I'm not in a rush to play it. I mean, next turn they have Counterspell. I'm just going to play it. Can't play too scared. If they Spell Pierce it, they Spell Pierce it. Yeah. They could have just Spell Pierced it next turn too. Consider Bin a Bauble. No lands. Wow. Alright, let's see if Urza Saga is good enough. Looks like it might be against 1 land. I can just play Blast Zone, start making tokens. Saga is so... Oh no, they hit. I need them to miss one more time. They found a red source, and they just are leaving up Counterspell? This is good for me. Saga can't be countered. Nice, there's Tron land. I wonder if I should get Relic and start relicking them. I think so. Seems good to me. Keep them off Murktide. Attack for 3. Play another Saga next turn. Alright, they bolt. Let's see. 1, 2, 6. They can't Murktide yet. Even if they fetch, I could pop Relic in response to the fetch to stop them from Murktiding. So I can wait. Iteration. Alright, just let that resolve. Might just pop Relic though to draw a card. Unholy Heat that. I feel like I should. It just really slows them down. They're gonna be able to. They would be able to Murktide anyway. I think now's the time. Card. Mine? No. Another green card. Not ideal. Now I can leave up Blast Zone or take Gigantha. Just gonna leave up Blast Zone because then they can't play any 1-drop. I mean, they can. I'm just gonna kill it. Okay. Get a blast on that. Then just start sogging again. Pretty awkward because I can't necessarily get all the tokens from this saga, but I still think I just play it. I can always add mana with this saga, get map, and then crack it for Tron. If 5 cards left. But we'll see. I probably am going to do that because then I can get Tron uncounterable and then still use this, still make 1 token next turn. Yeah, that's got to be the line. All right. They got out of their mana screw. But we're not really doing that much. Bobble, sure. It is funny against their counters how we haven't. Have we not played a spell? Oh no, we played. We played a map that got spell pierced. All right, so I just saga here. Untap, then I add mana. Okay, that triggers, sure. They have 7 cards in hand. I'll let that trigger resolve. Then I'll add mana. Get Expedition Map. Crack it. Get mine. Play mine. And then I just play Oblivion Stone right now. Then attack for 2. Or I can make another Karnstruck 2. They have 4 card types for heat. Counterspell. Okay, so now I just Saga token right now, attack for 2. I Saga token now because it pumps my other token. And then I'm probably just making another token next turn, get map. I'm not sure if I'm going to get map or get star, bolt that, and then dash Ragavan. The way they played the first Ragavan, I thought they had multiples, but they're pretty close also to hitting with Ragavan and playing a big spell like on a future turn if they have another one. Oh, Murktide. It is a 6/6. They probably have counterspell backup for that, which is not ideal. Another Saga, wow. Do you want to play the other Saga this turn? I can get map though. Crack map for forest. Play forest. Play explorer. Are they going to really counter an explorer? If they do, that's fine. I like it. Should I have it? Oh, I can't attack. Can't attack. Forest, land, explore, and then play another saga. Looks like they are going to counter this. I'm fine with that because that just means one less counter for these Karns. Okay. Pass. Still don't hate the line we took there. They only have 3 cards in hand. I can lead on Stirrings and then play Karn. Ooh, another iteration. That's pretty bad for us. Man, they're good at drawing those iterations. Card's good. Exiled this Fiery Islet. Play it. Play Blood Moon. Okay. I can scrying for Yavimaya or Boseiju, whichever one. I can't use it this turn. I also need to resolve this, but that should be able to resolve. Scrying, get Boseiju. Attack for 4. It would have been interesting to get Forest there and then just play a Stirrings, but I think that's worse. Because next turn I can go Boseiju the Blood Moon, then play Saga, play Karn. Or no, I'm 1 mana short of that. Damn. Okay, still doing okay here though. Bolt me. They have 3 spells in the yard. So another Murktide only deals me 9, but another Bolt plus another Murktide kills me. 4th iteration, jeez. That's pretty brutal. I guess I could have gone that turn scrying for Forest, play Stirrings, hope to hit a 1 mana artifact, play it, attack for 6. Then they would have had to bolt one of my Constructs. I don't know. That doesn't seem that good. I guess I can still draw any Tron land, go Boseiju, play Karn Liberated. So any of the remaining 9 Tron lands is still a good draw. Channeler. They have 3 cards in hand. They have blue up. Not 5. So I have to do something. Don't know if that is going to do it. I don't think I have enough mana. I can Boseiju and then have 6 mana. It's just not quite enough. Damn. Not 5. 1 mana off Elixiring 2. Think I have no outs. So I can Karn for like a Walking Ballista, play it. Karn for Chalice, none of it matters. Needed 1 more Tron land. I just have no outs to the Murktide killing me. 1 mana short of playing the Elixir 2. Damn. I mean, I guess I just do what I can do. Karn, get Walking Ballista, play it, attack, for some reason hope they don't block, then kill them with Ballista. It's not going to happen, but I might as well just click through it. We've seen crazier mistakes from opponents. They probably have a counter here too. Feels like they do. They do. All right. Guess I could have made them attack too, but that's one people don't usually miss. All right. Let's go game 3. We got this. We're on the play. Let's just have a good 7. Natron, double Karn. Plus like Forest Boseiju. I don't even know. I guess the net draw involves Explore. Sounds pretty bad, but I think I'm gonna keep it. They mulligan to 6. I'm just going to go turn 1 sphere, turn 2. I guess I can go turn 1 forest scrying, turn 2 explore. I guess that's just better. Man, that's a pretty hard miss on no Tron land. There's a blast zone I could take. I think I just take expedition map. Just hope to draw a land in the top 2 for this explorer. That was pretty brutal though. I think taking blast zone is just not that good because this helps me Tron faster. Can also just ignore the explore, play map, play sphere. Such high upside if I explore into map. But if I explore and miss, then my map can just get countered. I don't like that. I'm going to go sphere and then add green draw. Damn. Not ideal, not ideal. There's a miss on stirrings and then a miss on drawing land, so we're like over everything we tried to do. Scrying. Immediately don't cast it. I'm just gonna play this star, I think. They would just counter this. And next turn I can play it with mana up to crack it too, which is a little safer if they have any random removal spell, but could also just get Murktided here. Murktide plus counterspell would be the worst possible thing. Another iteration, okay. Exiling Steam Vents, play it, shock, play Channeler, and then attack. Do you want to attack with Ragavan first? Probably doesn't matter, but could. See if we can just nat Tron here, I suppose. Tower? No. So I'm playing map. See if they counter it. Spell Pierce. Okay, well, I'm going to pay. And then I'm just going to play Saga Pass. That's all I can do. This is looking sketchy. They have 5 power. We're at 16. They have 4 cards in hand. If I nat draw the Tron here, then I can O-Stone. Otherwise, I can just play a Karn Liberated, but that might not be good enough. Especially into like a wall of counter magic. They're gaining control of the map. Damn. Now's the time where we nat draw the tower. We're at 11. Scrying. Okay. I think I just go tap Saga, tap Forest, play Scrying. They have to counter it. How many counters do they have? A lot. We're going down to 6 here. They get to surveil as well. They've been a Murktide. Wow, they just don't care about Murktide. They're just going for the win. Again, I think if we don't nat draw the tower, I think we're going to lose at this point. There's too many counters. Damn. This is close. Karn. If they play land, they can cast it, right? Oh, they already played Flooded Strain Crack, so they can't cast it. 2 cards in hand for them. Yeah, if I float 1 mana, get map, crack, play tower, I'll still only have 7 mana. Wrong Tron land. I think I just have to play Karn Liberated, I guess. Let's see. Get map. Trying to think if I can somehow play Explore too, but I don't think I can. I think I just need to play Karn. I think that's all I can do. So if I tap Mind for map, get Tower. Then I tap 3 mana, play Explore, then play Karn. Can I do that? So tap Mine, crack map, get Tower, play Tower. Then I tap these 2, still have Tower up. I have Explore, 1 mana floating. And I have 3, 4, 5, 6. Not enough. I think I just have to play Karn. Wait. Yeah, because I can only play this land. Okay. So I'm just going to go Karn, exile DRC. I can't... I also can't get engineered explosives because I can't make green mana right now. Bridge doesn't do it. I have to just play this Karn. Big Karn. Resolves. I need to exile DRC so I don't die to Bolt. Unholy Heat the Karn, sure. They get to Surveil. They've been a bauble. They might not have anything left. They only have 1 card. Bolt doesn't kill us. They've been that Murktide, which was crazy. Thought they should have topped that. They map to get Steam Venser Island, I assume. Oh, Fiery Islet. That's sweet. Double Bolt kills us. Exile Blast Zone, sure. Some Murktide. I do have O-Stone. They didn't have a counter last turn. They have 1 card unknown. Oh, they tapped Fiery Islet. Oh, they're drawing right now. It's like, what? Okay. So I don't think I can Karn for anything that gets me out of it. I think I just need to O-Stone here. Let's see. If I tap Mine and Forest and play Explore, if they counter it, I can still just play Power Plant and still crack O-Stone. So I'm supposed to just lead on Explore into O-Stone, I think. Oh wait, then do I play around Spell Pierce? Maybe I just play Power Plant, play O-Stone. Because then, if they counterspell this, I can still play one of the Karns. I like this. And now I could even go Explore right now. Because then, if they counterspell the Explore or something, which they won't, then I can still just crack O-Stone right now with 1 5 mana. And then sure, they could dash a Ragavan, but I think it's worth it to play the Explorer. So now I play Saga, and then pass the turn. Still alive. Next turn I get to play Karn the Great Creator. Or Karn Liberated, depending on what they do. But I'm just going to try to pop O-Stone during combat. This is really close. We're at 4, which is not 3. Begin combat. Ryan Gallen, what's up? Attacking with both. Oh. They have double bolt? Oh, Odawara the Murktide. This is actually not that bad. They're going to replay Murktide, and then I'm just going to Karn Liberated minus on it, probably. They're tapped out. I mean, I'm fine with this. I get to Karn and make a Saga token. 1 card in hand. Could be Bolt, but again, 4 is not 3. I guess I can lead on Stirrings, because then if I hit Ulamog, I could just play that. Yeah. Second Karn Liberated, another tower. I think I just take second Karn Liberated. Nice. Had the win, just punted twice. Okay. That's what opponent said. What was the win? This just bounces a creature, right? Oh, this returns an artifact? But they can't bounce O-Stone. Oh, was there a time for them to bounce O-Stone? No, I always had enough mana to pop. I'm gonna ask, what was the line? Just because I'm curious. I don't know what the line was. See if they say here, or if they don't want to. Oh, bounce the stone in response to the Saga trigger? No, I had mana floating. I had 1 mana remaining and mana from. I had 1 mana floating and 2 mana from this. Oh, trying to talk to the opponent, but it looks like they conceded. I'm trying to tell them that I don't know if they left. Yeah, so when I played the Saga, what the opponent was saying is they could have Odawara my stone, but they couldn't have because I had 2 Tron lands up that each produced 2, plus 1 extra mana floating after the Explorer. So I could have gone tap, tap, 5. Even though my Saga couldn't add mana, I could pop O-Stone, blow up their board, and then they would have just wasted their Odawara. They wouldn't have even gotten back Murktide. Then I could have even just gone Karn instead of Karn. So nice. That was a lot of close matches in that league. Ended up 3-2. I think the deck is still really strong. Got our 1 chest. I'll take it. Let's view the list. If I can, it's right here. Yeah, sick for sure. That was a lot of really close games. Like we played against Murktide twice. The first match against Murktide was also really close. We just barely got on that one, but the second one was close. We got crushed by Living End. but they had really good draws. I think like I have a really high win percentage lifetime against Living End with Tron. I mean, mostly the older version, but I think this version's even better than the old one because you can tutor your hate pretty easily. Regardless, okay, where do we want to go from here with the list? I was thinking, like, before the league started, okay, I kind of wanted to find space for like 1 to 2 worm coils in the main deck and 1 worm coil in the sideboard to tutor for to be better against Grixis Death Shadow just because of how popular that is right now. But I wasn't sure what to cut. Like, I was thinking, okay, I could cut 1 Urza Saga, 1 Explore. But I'm not sure if that's better to have 2 worm coils and then like 1 less Explore and 1 less Saga. That's an option. There's a couple other cool options that I was thinking about. I kind of wanted like to either play. Let's see. I kind of wanted to try to play 1 Ugin the Ineffable, but I could also just go back to playing like some Ugin the Spirit Dragons because this card still just crushes a lot of decks too. So I mean, I could always jam this card. It's pretty close. Yeah, Saga won us the match against Death Shadow, didn't it? We made a bunch of Saga tokens. I mean, it's not bad, and I like it doesn't really make sense for me to be cutting lands and cutting explorers because like Explorer is a card that wants you to have a lot of lands in your deck. So when you're cutting a land and then cutting an Explorer, it's kind of awkward in that sense. Like, sure, you could have a lot of lands and have less Explorers, that'd be fine. But then also, lands tend to get stuck in your hand because you're tutoring lands with a lot of these cards. So sure, we have 24 lands, but we tutor lands with Stirrings, Map, and Scrying. So most of our deck is actually lands. We just have to get some of them with these spells. Um, Yeah, I think I'd agree with that, Pumpkin Queen. It seems pretty medium, but honestly, Wormcoil just. I love Wormcoil, but it seems like just there's so many instances and so many decks that can just now crush Wormcoil. Again, 3 Fairy and Solitude are some of the most played cards in Modern. We didn't really play against it in this league, but those cards just absolutely wreck Wormcoil. And there's just like so many ways like to play around it. And like I said, there's been many games, like I want to say upwards of 5 games, maybe 10 games that I've been playing against Burn. I had a turn 3 Tron. My hand all had a Karn the Great Creator and a Wormcoil. And I said, if I play Wormcoil, I'm still gonna die. I need to play Karn the Great Creator. So it's like, is Wormcoil even that good when I don't play it on turn 3 against Burn? It's like, mm, medium. Yeah, that's an interesting option. I kind of wanted to try this Ugin. I've played it before and it's really good, especially in conjunction with Karn the Great Creator. So like 1 Ugin 6, 1 Ugin 8, 2 Explore is reasonable, but I have so many lands in the deck right now. I'm just scared of lands getting stuck in my hand, which is why I have the Explorers too. It could be like a slight rework of the deck. What we could do is we could. I mean, I played 4 Sagas without playing Explorer, but I don't know if there's room for Boseiju as well. What you could do is you could cut like 1 forest, maybe cut layer, cut all 4 Explorers, and then play some mix of Ugin, and Wormcoil. Then you're more of just like a regular Tron deck with 4 Sagas, which I think is pretty good as well. Keep playtesting your Tron ideas. Nice. Yeah, great minds think alike, I guess. As far as the sideboard, I really just don't think you need this Crucible. Obviously, we don't need the Emrakul to beat Mill. I'm joking, but I think we want something else other than Crucible. I guess we did side it in once. Maybe just leave it. I tutored it for one time when my opponent like Boseju'd my Tron land. Then I like went 4 mana, Karn, get Crucible, get Tron again next turn, it's okay to have access to that. I'm just gonna have to think about it some more. I'm not really sure. Again, this Ugin, when this card came out, right when it got printed, I got four and played four Karn the Great Creator, four Ugin, and it's just pretty sweet because it with Ugin in play, you play Karn for 2 mana, and then whatever you tutor also costs 2 less mana. So you can go like play Karn for 2 mana, play Sundering Titan for 6 mana, or you can go like play Karn for 2 mana, play a huge Walking Ballista. So there's like a lot of cool stuff you can do with like Karn plus Ugin. But that being said, it might still be worse than this Ugin. I'm not really sure. Yeah, Crucible does feel a bit win more. That's kind of why it's the worst tutor target, is because you rarely are gonna get it. It's like I've gotten it once, but it's like a very rare situation, and even then it's not that good. All right, I'll cut it. We'll have to figure out another card for the sideboard here. Hosh, I went over this a little bit, but there's, I mean, I could go to 3 forests, but I kind of value playing a bunch of forests for like the Boseiju Renin 6 decks. Because having a bunch of basics to tutor really helps. I think Layer, while it didn't really do anything in that league, it has won me a lot of games. So I think all these other utility lands are better. So I guess, play, and I don't think you can cut Blast Zone, even though I just cut it by mistake. I think, oh, there's a lot of Blast cards, I guess. You could play the Yavimaya and play 3 forests. That'd be totally fine. We did get color screwed a couple times. So maybe it's worth it to just play the 3 forests and play the Yavimaya. Maybe that comes up more often than having the 4th forest. But that's why I didn't. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just go 3 forests. Should we do this Yavimaya? For sure. I kind of want the 4th forest too. The Renin 6 decks are like a reasonable matchup for you, but having the 4th basic does really help there, because it actually came up in one of my leagues when I was testing for the Super PTQ, where they Boseiju me like 3 times, but I just kept getting forests, and then I still just played Karn because I had a lot of lands. I kept playing lands, they kept Boseijuing me, but I kept tutoring my forests, and then just Nat played a Karn on 7 or something, or this Karn. I forget exactly what the play was, but I still had enough mana because I kept getting basics. But I'd try that, and then could also cut one O-Stone, play one Ugin, but I think O-Stone just costing 3 is just better, because a lot of times they have to counter this. Then you can play another card with your other mana. As far as getting one more sideboard card, I wonder if there is like a second card I was kind of thinking to have like a second relic, because we can Karn for relic in certain situations, and against the graveyard decks, bringing in second relic to just naturally draw it seems pretty good. I don't think having like one answer for Ragavan is that good. I think it's a better plan to just ignore Ragavan. Another option would be to just have like the Emrakul or a Kozilek in the sideboard for like blue-white control to just bring in, and then it's also good against mill. So if you want to have one Eldrazi over like that relic, I think that'd be totally fine as well. What do you mean I already have Ballista and Explosives? Are you talking about the relic? I was thinking to bring in second relic against the graveyard decks. Oh, answer for Ragavan? Yeah, I meant like a removal spell, like a Dismember, or what's that Eldrazi removal spell that exiles a creature with power and toughness 1 or less? You can play, or like Spatial Contortion. You can play like 2 of those or something, but I just don't think it's that necessary. Ragavan's not actually that good against you. Again, you saw almost every we got hit by Ragavan many times that league, but almost always they don't cast a spell from your deck. So it's like a 1 mana 2/1 that hits and makes a treasure, which is really good, but it's not like they're getting value out of our spells that often. I'm just still like not sure about the explorers and the what I could do is I could go to 3 explore but keep 24 land, don't cut a saga, and then just play like 1 Ugin, Ugin 6 or Ugin 8. I don't know if I like cutting 2 explore and having this many land though. This is I think this is decent. Have 1 more threat and 1 more. A lot of times having the Wrath, like the O Stone or the Ugin, I think is pretty critical. I want to try the Ugin 6 too, but I'm not sure what the last cut would have to be. And this is another option that I thought about too, is just play like play the Avamaya, play another forest, and then maybe even a 5th forest, and then just don't play Chromatic Sphere. Just have like a million lands and 4 explorers or something. So maybe cut like Sphere, play Forest Explorer. Because then you have more hands where you can go like if your hand is like Forest, Stirrings, Explore, Mine, your hand's not that bad then. Because then you go turn 1 Stirrings, turn 2 Explore, which is kind of a nice line. But the Chromatic Spheres aren't bad either. I think I'd try this for the next league. Yeah, I think this helps your mana. Even with like 2 more forests or something, or even 1 more forest, you don't have that many green sources. Right now we're playing what, 7 green sources in our lands? That's not that much. And then we have 4-star, 2 spheres. I guess it's already pretty light. So yeah, this is what I would try moving forward. I think that'll actually wrap up this stream. Just call it early. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks everyone for watching on YouTube. Again, the YouTube channel is youtube.com/snapbolt. So follow me on YouTube. Best way to support me, twitch.tv/snapboltgames. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks everyone for hanging out. That'll wrap up this YouTube video. Peace.